Hey guys, welcome back to the Bagged and Bowed Gifts channel. Tonight we are getting started on a new challenge. Never in a Million introduced me to another great channel that is Pretty Girl Designs by Tasha. I'm sure you guys know about her and her challenge, the 10 baskets a day challenge. In a week's time, boom, you got 70 baskets. Easy peasy, right? So that's what I'm going to try to do this week. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to sustain this, but I'm certainly going to try. And hopefully I can look back at this week at 70 new gifts that I've added to my completed table. So day one of this challenge, I wanted to work on some men's gifts. I am also going to be building these gifts kind of in an assembly line style. Sometimes I do this when I want to crank out a larger quantity of gifts, especially if I know I'm running a very similar concept multiple times, and that's what I'm doing here tonight. Really, these 4 men's gifts are going to have all the same items and really just be a variation in color. The third kit box that I have, it has a different blanket than these other 3 that have this like Sherpa material. But that's all I had, so that's going to be the only real big difference between them. But otherwise, all the items in here are going to be the same. So I'm going to use this style of building in tandem to try to help with my efficiency. And then towards the end of the video, I'm going to show you the other gifts that I made to get to my 10 baskets a day challenge and my attempt to get to the 10 baskets a day challenge. Will I get there? So what I'm working on here is just taking off the packaging. You guys know I like to undo the blankets and wrap it around a piece of cardboard, give it some architecture, some height, some drama. I'm not going to do that with these blankets for a couple reasons. One, I don't want my gifts to start to look super repetitive or formulaic. So I want to, mix it up every now and again. And since these are men's gifts, I thought perfect opportunity to do something different. Also, these blankets are already nice and big and fluffy and take up a good amount of space in the gift. So I don't necessarily need to, change it in order for it to fill the gift up more. I'm also going to keep this piece of ribbon wrapped around it that's keeping it together. Anytime I have blankets, I always keep those. And it worked out with this one because that different blanket didn't have one of those. So it was nice to be able to pull that out of my extra supplies that I've been hoarding and actually put it to good use. The next item going into this gift is a pair of men's sleep pants from Family Dollar. I got these in black and gray, so I'm just kind of trying to see which color goes best. Might not be able to tell just yet, but I've got 4 different colors I'm creating. I've got my blue, black, white, and a red. So just trying to see which pair of pants looks best with the color scheme. All right, so now I'm just working on getting these pants ready to get placed inside the gift. Taking this packaging off, taking this random security tag off. So I can get ready to roll this up so I can put it nicely and presentably in my gift. And then I also right here remembered that I needed to make a little note about the size of the pants. Take it from me, you do not want to get these items wrapped up in your gift and then realize you have no idea what size each pair of pants are. So make sure you jot that down so you can add it to the outside of your gift before it's all said and done. Alright, so now that I've got these pants rolled up nice and presentable for the gift, I was going to add some ribbon around it so I could start introducing my ribbon color into the gift, and then I was just gonna duplicate that with these other pants. But I decided that instead of wrapping the ribbon around the pants, I decided that I would add the ribbon to the top of my blanket. The reason for for that being that I wanted these pants to be easily identifiable as a pair of pants when looking at the gift, and had I wrapped the ribbon around the pants, it would have covered up that waistband and it just would have made it harder to tell what it is. So I just wanted that to be a little bit more clear. So now that I have that decided, I am just gonna go through and I'm gonna roll up the rest of these pants and get them prepped for each of the gifts. Alright, this is when these gifts are going to start to come together real quick. I'm adding in these gift sets from Roses. Love these. Love the way they look. I've used these a ton. And I've heard that Roses has since gone up on the price, as they have on everything. So part of me has been kind of annoyed looking at these in my stockpile. But then I'm like, well, maybe it was a good thing that I bought a bunch of them a while back. Next item I'm adding into this gift is a pair of socks. These socks I got from City Trends when they were on clearance for $2 for a pack, and I tried to stick to packs that had at least 6 pairs of socks in it, either 5 or 6 pairs. The last item I'm going to add to this gift is a penny candle from Dollar General. This worked out great too because these particular candles came in like a pink, a very light blue, and a gray color. And I thought, how am I going to use this gray candle? But the gray looks great with these men's gifts, so it worked out perfectly. I got a good use out of those. Now that I have everything kind of placed in the gift, here is how it looks taped up. Look at that. I just adore how this gift came out. They came together so nicely. So that's my blue gift. This right here is my black. I really wish I would have had some dark shred for that gift, but we had to use what we've got. This one right here is my gray and white. And this one right here is my red variation. How lovely, right? And now for the best part, it's time to get these things bagged and bowed. Doesn't that just look so nice, you guys? I love how these gifts turned out. So all in all, we had about $5.50 in items. You know, I always like to round up to account for ribbon, bow, tape, everything else in between. So I'm gonna call it $6 for the gift as far as my cost. And I'm planning on selling these. Let me know if I'm pushing it. But I'm planning on selling these for $55. I don't know if I'm pushing it. I don't know if I'm just falling in love with these gifts, but I just love the way it turned out. And I think I could get that much for it. This is a larger cardboard box, so the gift is pretty substantial. And I just feel like that presentation looks so nice. I mean, look at that. I'm thinking $55. I think I'm gonna try and see. I can always make an adjustment when I'm out selling and seeing what the feedback is. But I think that's definitely the price point I'm gonna start at. And here comes my absolute favorite of the day. There is just something about this gift. It's the color combination. It's the coordinating ribbon to the box. The bow is just bowing, honey. This gift is just working for me. I cannot wait to sell this gift. So now I will show you the other gifts that I made to get me to my 10 baskets a day. These are very similar. I used those gift sets from Roses. This format is actually a LLC from Joy Baskets and More. So it's very similar to what she did. I can't remember. I don't think she added pajamas to it. She might have just had the gift set and the washcloth and socks. But I loved that use of those gift sets. So I did something similar, except for with these, I did pair it with a pair of pajamas just to make it a little bit more substantial of a gift. And again, something simple just with the items that I had in my basket room. This is a pair of pajama pants from Family Dollar. I've got a pack of incense from Roses, body wash from Dollar Tree, socks, and a washcloth. And I did this gift twice, so I'll show you the second variation of that. And then this gift is a really similar format with the pajama bottoms. I've got my soap, washcloth, socks, and then the other item in here was something I picked up from Family Dollar for 97 cents. It's a gaming smartphone controller holder. So I thought that was pretty neat. Could make for a good teenage boy gift. So that concludes day 1 of my Pretty Girl Designs by Tasha 10 Baskets a Day challenge. We didn't quite make it to 10, but we made it to 9. We'll see what we can do on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.